Hello. Hey Ferret, hey Katora, hey Echoing. Yeah, I'm a little late today. But we're finishing this poster today, you guys. Let me start the pool. Also, let me reset the chat box because the chat box isn't working. It looks like. There we go. Now it's working. Hey Q. Hey Plus. Hey Ferret. Hey Luke. Hey Mop. Karasu. Hello. Lemon. Hello Darkleaf. Hello everybody. Let me just... We're gonna do all the cats today, but we'll keep doing the pool. Who is first? Hey Sun. We'll just go in order. There's only 7 cats, so I'm just going to be like alphabetical. You finished the Apprentice Quest. That is a boring book, so good on you. We have Bee, Cloverfoot, Holspring, Stempaw, Tree, Wasp, Yarrowleaf. She'll be in the next pool, Sun. So the next pool will start. It will be Tree, Wasp, Yarrowleaf, and someone from the first pool. There's only 7 cats left, so let me open. I think this one's the one that has Yarrowleaf on it. Thunder and Shadow is so long. It is a really long book. A lot of stuff happens in it, though. It's a very quick read, even though it's a long book. It's a lot of people think it's one of the better, like, standalone books from an arc. Hey, Sleepy. Hey, Trent. You got the first Ori game. Good luck. I think it's a challenging game, but it's one of those games that you get better at as you play it, so. Hey, Dia. I think it's really worth it. No, Dia. I'm not designing Shade Bush. You would have to pay me $100 for me to design Shade Bush because it would be not a canon cat. Smile. Alrighty, let me view the guides. Holspring looks like Holspring. No, Cloverfoot. Holspring or Cloverfoot. Y'all get the pick. This is what Cloverfoot looks like. We have drawn her before. This is what Holspring looks like. Is Shadebush in the room with us right now? Hey, Sam. I probably did almost say Shadebush. I'm very susceptible to, like, if somebody writes something as I'm talking, I'll just, like, say what I have just read. New Holspring, yeah. We need to post the new Holspring and the new Spireclaw. Eventually. I'll want to redraw their dynamic pose. I might do age charts for them as well. Because their Spire and Hollow will be apprentices. Spire, Hollow, and Sun are apprentices in the Shadow Clan Lake Camp poster. So I'll want to at least maybe draw their apprentice version. See ya, Sam. Thanks for stopping in. Alrighty, we need at least a couple... We need some votes to break the tie between Cloverfoot and Holspring. Thank you. Oh yeah, Holspring is like totally beating out Cloverfoot. Totally, as in 7%. Alrighty, Holspring it is. Let's get this party started. How's the sound? Is it higher, lower? Does the music need to be a little higher, a little lower? He's a white boy. Okay, why isn't my right button working? Hello? Please. Please work. Thank you. Wait, it was just working. I just want the right button to work. Whatever. We'll work with it. Oh yeah. Oh no, we're not gonna do this. Where I need to update my... Oh no. Do I have to update my Wacom Center? I should have tested this before frickin' stream. I have played Clan Gen. I might have to restart stream, you guys. I might have to restart my computer. Well, let's see. Let's just try it. We might restart in a little bit. Because I don't think my Wacom Center is picking up my tablet. Maybe it is. Pin settings. Yeah, it's not... Whatever. It's like not picking up my, It's not picking up my settings specifically for Photoshop, but we'll try to make it work. Have you remembered Christmas posts? Some of them. I think that there's still about 20 on there. I didn't realize how many Christmas posts we did for Christmas time, you guys, until I started trying to remove them. There's like a lot of them. He has a very wide face and very tiny eyes. But I have played Clan Gen. Hey Cosmic, you're not late. I was also late, so I have played Clan Gen. I've never gotten very far in Clan Gen. I usually get to maybe like 2 or 3 years and then kind of get bored. Moonshadow. Yeah, Moonshadow's still there. I'm just like, it takes a while. To remove all the posts. I know. I think they're all labeled, but yeah. When I look up a popular character and like the first thing that show up is the Christmas post, I'm like, I need to look, okay? I'm lazy. That's the only excuse. But yes, I will eventually get rid of all of them. I try not to spam the people that follow the archive blog either, but I totally do. I mean, if you follow the archive blog, you kind of know what you're in for, really. Let's be real. Well, it's starting to come up to Christmas in July. I feel like his eyes are like even more. Spread apart. Because I still have Christmas posts on the blog because I'm dumb. Let's see, who is Holspring next to? So he is next to Havenpel. Oh no, we have two. No, Holspring's like a black cat, so okay, but we'll keep him kind of in his snowing in April. That does happen. He is the bald one of his family. Actually, I think... yeah, he is the bald one. Needletail got the anime hair. Sunbeam and Spireclaw got the tufts, and he got the bald gene. Yeah, hate to see it. Every single cat has 3 spirits inside them. Anime hair, tough, and bald. Whichever one you choose to embrace. Bald is beautiful. Bald and brash. I call this one bold and brash. He gives skunk vibes. Yeah, he kind of does, doesn't he? He's not stinky though. He's just a black cat. He doesn't spend money on shampoo. He's bald, but he has I might actually make his line thin. I think I gave him, I wanted to try to give him that, but I think I honestly like it better when he's like, if he would just have a fuzzy belly. What? Yeah, if he had like a fuzzy belly. Instead. I kind of like him like slim at the top. Hair loss in real time. Well, all of his siblings have like fuzz there. I don't know. We'll see. It doesn't affect what he looks like in this picture, so. I do like him with the bald neck, actually. I do too. I like having like the fluff only on the bottom of him. I don't know. I think he has... What does his old picture look like? Yeah, he actually has hair in his old picture. He's like the mama's boy. Isn't just boring. I don't know. I feel like The Apprentice Quest is a pretty boring book. I remember it caused me not to read A Vision of Shadows as it was being released because I thought that The Apprentice Quest was just like such a boring book that didn't bring me into the arc in any meaningful way. But I never finished it. Like, it was... The journey was happening and I just... Like, the journey was too many chapters for me. I skipped it. Yeah, I feel like you could probably skip it. Just read, like, you could definitely just read the summary on the Warriors Wiki for The Apprentice Quest, honestly. Or at least, like, skip the journeying chapters. The casting for the journey in The Apprentice Quest is, I think, one of the worst casting choices that they've ever done. Other than, like, Needlepaw, everyone else is kind of a nothing burger. Like, Sandstorm and Alderpaw's relationship is fun, but as you guys know, no spoilers, but it doesn't last very long. Oh, hey, Agnolia. No worries. You can't hear me, but it did send. Every journey's got to have a dog chase through two-leg place. Did they have one of those in The Apprentice Quest? I can't remember. But Darktail's only in like the last half of the book. And he doesn't do anything in The Apprentice Quest. And then I also feel like The Apprentice Quest was made for people that... I don't know if people that hadn't read like SkyClan's Destiny, so like the reveal that Darktail isn't actually like a member of SkyClan and it's not actually SkyClan at the Gorge, like I guess you could think of it as some sort of like what's it called? It's a type of irony, right? Or it's a type of writing style when you know more than the characters and you're like it's creating suspense, but it's not really like that. I don't know. It's just Warrior Quest has never been good at doing that. Where you know what's happening, but I don't know. Dramatic irony. Thank you. You guys completely forget all of those things after you're out of college. You just kind of like remember you remember the concept, but you don't remember the name behind it. He doesn't have a canon eye color, no. But I gave him green eyes to, because his dad has green eyes canonly and his mom has amber eyes canonly. So I think I got rid of his blue eyes because of that. I know. Are you smarter than a fifth grader? Moment, for sure. We have not. I did see it this morning. I kind of wish they would have dropped the Stormplant's Folly Allegiance instead of, like, hinting at what the third book is going to be titled. Do you think that when they release what the title of it is going to be, they're also going to release a snippet of what it's going to look like? Because since they do that with Hidden Moon, they dropped the teaser of what the title was going to be, and then the next, when they revealed it, they also revealed what the cover was going to be or something like that. I really hope they don't do that, because if they do that, then, and they drop like the blurb, it's probably going to spoil Hidden Moon before it even comes out, and they were doing that with A Starless Clan, and I don't like that. I can show it, Thylacine, 1 second. Hey Lisa, I'm doing pretty good. I got a slow cooker going for dinner. I'm gonna finish this poster today. I think it releases in April. Hold on, let me put Holspring on, and then oh, he's tiny. He's so wide. Look how tiny his eyes are. And I'll give him a Shadow Clan logo, even though he does join Shadow Clan at the very end again, so. I think I gave Berryheart a Shadow Clan logo as well. Haven Pelt. Change Shadows. Yeah, I didn't have like an idea of what it could be. I don't really care what the book is named. I care if it's like or not. The Amusing Shadows is definitely a very Warrior Cat book name. Next cat. Okay, so it'll be Tree, Wasp, Yarrow Leaf, or Bee. Okay, and then I'll show you guys the teaser thing for those of you that haven't seen it. Give me a second. Changing Skies number 3 comes out at the end of March next year. March 31st. Here is the teaser we were talking about. Give me a sec. Wait, where is it? Hold on, I have to sign in to freaking Twitter again. Oh. It's not. Twitter is not working. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Did they post it on the warriors.com website, or was it like an Instagram thing? Twitter is not working for me. Yeah, Twitter's not letting me log in. Is it an Insta? It was not. It was. Was it on Instagram? Instagram. Search Warrior Cat. It's on Instagram. Warrior Cats Hub official? Yes. Okay, ignore the fact that it's gonna have a giant play button next to it. This is scuffed, but you'll get the thing. There you go. So this is their whatever. So people think it's gonna be what font do they use? Do they use Times? Whatever, it doesn't matter. People think it's gonna be shadows. See, doesn't this look like a lot of space in between these two? But I guess not. So a lot of people, I don't know, there seems like there's a lot of space in between these two. Like this is like two different words almost. Does that make sense? You just want something original? Yeah. This seems like a lot of space in between the I and the N, but that's just me. Yeah, what word ends in I? I don't know. Ski. Yeah, I don't know. Changing shadows sounds way too similar. Yeah, that's what people have said. Changing is a little weird. Hold on. When did they... What did it look like when they revealed the hidden moon? Okay, here it is. Hidden... I don't know, maybe. There's... Yeah. I'm looking at this right now. There's way too much space in between these two letters for like the font that they picked. I mean, if we're gonna like detective this, right? If you look at, hold on. Let me look at a Starless Clan. I'm looking for something. I'm looking for something that has an I and an N. Raging. Maybe not. Okay, like, look, this is Raging Storm, right? Like, look how much space. Yeah, there is too little space for another letter. I don't know. It's weird. I mean, they're probably just squishing it. But that's a little bit too much space. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It could just be weird. Like, they could have just used a different, what's it called when you... Oh, what's it called? The H is throwing you off? You hate that art? Yeah. It could just be like the spacing of the first word. It could be a shorter word than shadows. So they did weird spacing, you know. It doesn't seem like enough space for a space. Yeah, I don't know. It could be a really... I don't know. But yeah, Shining Shadows sounds like it's probably fine. It's weird. I don't really care what the name of the book is. I hope they don't post a synopsis with it and like spoil us. Alrighty, tree. We're going to do tree. I want them to release... I will never stop saying it. I need them to release the freaking Allegiance of Stormclan's Folly. You like guessing? Yeah. It's fun to guess. Because shadows don't shine. Well, I could see it being Shine in Shadows because in the Elders, or not the Elder, yeah, the Elder's Quest, Sunkit, when that whole thing happens where Sunkit gets, goes out of camp and gets lost and is hiding in a log, he says that he saw Moonpaw, but it looked like she was shining. So Shining Shadows makes sense as like Moonpaw's voice. I'm wondering if they'll release the cover of the book with Shining Shadows and it'll be like Voice Paw. Tree mediates. He tries to mediate between Shadow Clan and River Clan, and then he helps bring Frostpaw back at the end of the book. Has Rappy been here? Not yet, Nova. Oh, see? Christmas tree. Oh, I forgot that tree has all the tree's roots that go. There he is. I should do an age chart for tree. Oh, and draw Moonpaw. Oh yeah, I forgot that we haven't had Moonpaw on the cover. It'll probably be Moonpaw. It'll probably be Moonpaw and then Voice Paw will be like, maybe Voice Paw and Starling Paw will be at the top. It looked like moonlight was on her fur. Yeah, she looked like she was like shining. Let's see. What kind? I feel like he could be surprised. Because I think he's... Hey, Amber. Hippie. I love Tree. Tree's like one of my favorite new characters. I wish that they'd do more with him. His novella sucked though. Sad face. It was a bit of a nothing burger. I love Tree. Don't pull a tree like that. My sources tell me the cover is Moonpaw and Starling Paw making out with Voice Kit in the background holding a knife. What a bold decision. Guys, we can trust Thylacine. Their dad is Aaron Hunter. Yeah, he never got voted for. I don't know why people don't... I don't know. I think he slept on. He slept on in the narrative, so... He has been drawn twice already, so people might have just picked him over other cats. You're good, Agnolia. Your last message did send. Agnolia has the little red thing next to their name, which means they can't hear me. But Tree and Raging Storm. I don't like Tree and Violet Shine, but I like Tree. And I like Tree as a dad to Root Spring. Ooh. To make him meet a pregnant Pebbleshine. Yeah, but he's only like, so when he meets Pebbleshine, I think he's only like maybe 6 or 8 months old. Because they kick him out of the sisters at like 6 months old. So he's really not that much older than... I mean, yeah, that's weird that they decided to do that, but I don't care. Like, I think they just wanted to try to, like, connect Tree to clan life more, which they didn't really need to do. Yeah, it's not like he... I don't really... Tree's book is just so nothing. I don't know. I feel like it wasn't that needed, really. It didn't really have anything new in it. I just don't find that Violet Shine and Tree have as much chemistry as like Finpaw and Twigpaw do when they're like interacting. I genuinely just don't even see what Tree sees in Violet Shine, let's be real. They have like zero chemistry. Finleap and Finpaw and Twigpaw are really cute. And then I choose to believe that Raging Storm is the stupidest book they've ever written. Every single character acts out of character in it. It's like Squirrelflight's Hope Disease. Although I do like Juniper Claw in it. I mean, I legitimately don't think that it was wrong. I honestly think that it's an interesting, like, new dynamic of having relationship problems in Warrior Cats, to have Finleap and Twigbranch, like, argue over what they want in the relationship. But at the same time, when like they become mates and Finleap is like, I can't wait to have kits, and then Twigbranch is like, no. As a person that's read every single Warrior Cats book, when two cats become mates, 99.9% of the time they just have kids. So I just somebody reading it, I was also very surprised when Twig like didn't want kids, because I'm like, that's what you do in Warrior Cats. I know that in the real world that doesn't happen all the time, but this is Warrior Cats. It's very, very, very rare for two cats to become mates and them not to end up having kids at some point. Like, I don't know if I can name a single person. Like, I'm trying to name, like, a relatively well-known pairing. Like, canon pairing of two cats together that didn't end up having kids, like, pretty soon after. I guess Bumble and Dove, but they were always kind of rocky. Well, Ravenpool and Barley are not... They're not canon, you know? They are just good friends in canon. So... Ashfur and Squirrelflight? I mean, no, not really. I honestly believe that Twig Branch got neutered when she got hit by that car in Shattered Sky. And that's why she doesn't want kids. But she doesn't understand why she doesn't want them. Stormfur and Brook have had multiple kids. They've had 4 kids. I kind of imagine that the tribe cats have like different, I don't know. The hormones were yoinked from her. I mean, it was anyway, but the drama, so that drama in Raging Storm where like they're like not complaining, they're arguing about whether, honestly, that's a very real conversation that people have. Like a conversation of whether they want to have kids or not. My problem with it in Warriors is that they didn't really make it that much of an issue. I feel like they just wanted Finleap and Twig Branch to have a little bit of drama because they were too perfect. And then it's completely resolved by the end of the book. So it's like, what was the point of it? I don't watch Moon Kitty's videos, so I have not seen it. I don't watch, I don't think I've ever watched like a Warrior Cat essay video, honestly. Hey, Dreamy. Pebbleshine was hit by a car, and then Twig Branch was hit by one. The writers were wrong for that. Yeah. That was one of the first times that we've seen, like, somebody that hit a cat with a car immediately, like, pull over, pick it up, and take it to the vet, though. So I appreciate that. Violetshine was almost hit by a car. Wasn't she almost hit by a motorcycle? Wasn't that a motorcycle? Yeah. The Pebbleshine family curse. Oh my gosh. Maybe Starling Paw is gonna end up getting hit by a car. Oh no. An ear infection now? Oh my gosh, Amber, you are going through it. I hope everything ends up being okay with you. Ear infections are no fun. Yeah, that was actually an Ivypool's heart, I believe. Ferret. Or maybe it wasn't an Ivypool's heart. Maybe it was during the quest in Sky. Punished for having too much fun. Yeah, the person that most people in Warrior Cats that run over cats just drive off afterward. It was an Ivypool's heart. Okay, I knew it was either an Ivypool's heart or in Sky. I like how I was contemplating whether I should eat before stream and was not hungry, so I didn't. And immediately after starting stream, I am now hungry and I want to eat. The life we live. Hey, Rappy. Oh, no spoilers. Wait, hold on. No spoilers for Sunrise, Power of 3, 6. I will murder. I will not murder. I will ban you for the day. I think I'm gonna have to restart my computer too because I don't think my tablet is working properly. I should have checked it before stream. But I'll do that after. On Hidden Moon. Honestly, I don't think the Hidden Moon stuff would mean a lot to Rappy, but anything from Omen of the Stars or Power of 3 is going to mean a lot to Rappy and Broken Code. More than halfway done with Sunrise. Okay. I need to know exactly where you are in Sunrise because that book is backloaded. So a lot of stuff just happens at the very end of that book. Have you met like Jingo and everybody? I will threaten you guys. Just started chapter 21. Let me check to see what chapter 21 is. Chapter 21 is... Ooh, chapter 21. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Honeyfern just passed away. So you just read chapter 20. Chapter 20 is when... Okay, so chapter 20 is when Jay Feather is starting to suss out. Oh, yes, yes, okay. So you found out who their mom is, but you don't know who the dad is yet. Well, it's pretty obvious who their dad is if you read Warriors, but... So you have one of the major reveals has happened to you. Your thoughts? Yeah. It's pretty, I mean, once you know who their dad is, there's only, or once you know who their mom is, there's really only one cat that could be their dad. Yeah, who the heck else? Yeah. Fair enough. Your thoughts on the reveal? That you never really said that you had like an idea of who their parents could be. So I'm interested to hear, because you were sussing out Ashfur like the entire arc. It makes sense now why Jay Feather is so grumpy. Do you like that his name too, that Leafool gave him? Do you understand? Is everything becoming clear to you? Why she named him Jay Feather? He gets it from his dad. Yes, he does. So now that you have that reveal, Rappy, you can read Leafpool's Wish now. So Leafpool's Wish spoils that entire reveal. That's why we told you not to read it. But now that you've got the reveal, no, Rappy doesn't know who the murderer of Ashfur is yet. So no one spoil. I will literally ban you, like, so quick. Yeah, Leafool gets with Rain Whisker. I actually think... No... Yeah, I think once Rappy finishes the rest, I feel like the reveal for the murderer isn't until the very end of Sunrise. Because she's mom, that's why Leafool. Yeah, and like, that's why, man, there's so much to like unpack with like Leafool being Jayfeather's mom, like her being like, oh man. Lightning McQueen, ka-chow! Another car hit Ashfur. Oh my god, I cannot believe this. I named my son after my ex-husband. No one will know. Yeah, Jayfeather's just like, please don't name me Jay's Wing. And then Leafool's like, I'm naming you after a different cat. Yeah. Leafool does, but we do not know what she has discovered, Dreamy. No. In the prologue, Leafool is preparing Ashfur's body for burial, and she discovers something that is kept from us narratively. It was Moon Shadow! Oh man, Rappy! I'm excited for you. Clear Sky killed Ashfur. It was a fox, you guys. It wasn't Clear Sky, it was a fox. I remember that I have a few suspects, but I shall not. Yeah. I like to think she named Holly Leaf after Holly Kit. Yeah, that'd be cute. In Leafool's wish, she describes what she wanted to name them. But yeah, I could see that. But yeah, I wouldn't... I remember you speculating somebody, Rappy. It is kind of... well, I don't know if Rappy's gonna read Leafool's wish, but that is something that happens in Leafool's wish. Like, her thoughts on what she wanted to name the kids. So... Tree would never kill someone. How dare you? A hippie he is such a pacifist. Technically, he kind of led to the death of his dad, but I don't consider that his fault. I mean, it's not that big of a spoiler. Yeah, she was wanted to name him after Crow because she looks exactly like him, supposedly. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that, Rappy. I swear to God, if any of you guys... Okay, did I get rid of his... Because he doesn't have his weird... Doesn't have his, like... he's getting older. He can have his weird whiskers. Yeah. People in here would spoil the murderer for you. And I really hope that you stay unspoiled. I would love a genuine reveal of who murdered Ashfur to you in 2025. I feel like it's so rare for people to go into Werecats and not know that. and I want to keep that. I want to give you that experience. I know, they can't possibly be bloopers or Leafools. This girl online going on a rant about Leafool's wish. That's weird. Cloverfoot. Stimpaw. Wasp. Okay, we're getting to the point where we're gonna have... There's only 6 cats left, so... Actually, no. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 5 cats left, so after this pool, everyone will be on every single one. Behind my work, so pop back out. Alrighty. See ya, Amber. Thanks for stopping in. Hey, Rin. There is a certain point of view that is a little sus. Their thoughts on the murder are slightly different. Ooh. Ooh. Maybe it wasn't just one cat. Maybe it was. Those River Clan cats look and are named. Yeah. And I think with Misty Kit and Stone Kit, I think that they're probably like 2-ish or 3 months old. And there's literally a scene in Blue Star's Prophecy of her telling the clan what their names were. So, yeah, it makes no sense narratively. But whatever. Got killed by 12 angry badgers. 20 angry badgers. Hey, Solaris. If Hollyleaf's name was Crowkit, what do you think that her warrior name would have been? Mothlight's vision quiz to torture Nifty? Oh my god. I would, no joke, probably get 100% on that quiz. Crowleaf? Crowleaf? Okay. I think Crowwing would have been fine. Crowleaf, though. That'd be... Oh, wait. Hold on. I just got the joke. I just got the joke. Wait. Says Solaris, right? Isn't it a star? Isn't Solaris a star? I was like Team Crowwing, but... Rappy, can you imagine if Hollyleaf's name was just like Crowfeather? That'd be so funny. Cloverfoot winning. Yarrowleaf is not winning. Okay, Cloverfoot it is. We've got 51 votes. That's a lot. We gotta keep powering through, you guys. We gotta finish this one. Let's see. Cloverfoot in A Starless Clan. She is co-leader with Icewing at some point of River Clan. So... Yeah, she's having a tough time. Hey, Riverheart. I also want a nap. Definitely nap time, for sure. Okay. Jayfeather is getting the most interesting point of view. Yeah, Jayfeather. So, Power 3 starts the trend of the medicine cat point of views carrying the plot a lot more than other point of views. I do give her a little bit of white. Hold on, let me double check. She's just a gray tabby, I believe. Where is she? For some reason, I really like Cloverfoot. She's good. She's a good deputy. Yeah, I give her a little clover leaf on her paw. Yeah. I don't think the white on her toes is canon, though. Yeah, she's just a gray tabby she-cat with green eyes. I just give her the white on her paws. Absolute chaos in math class. Yeah, she needs to be updated on the blog. She got an updated eye color. No Clover Star. It is a cute name, though. Yeah, in a lot of the recenter books, Rappy, the medicine cat point of view is very, like, plot heavy compared to, like, other ones. We are gonna finish the poster today, Bowie. Yeah, Rappy has read the fire scene. Unspoilered. Lion Blaze is okay. Yeah, that's pretty much how everyone feels about him. There are some Lion Blaze heads, but... Is there a unique prefix-suffix quiz? There is. I think we've done it on stream before. I know, she looks so fed up with her life. Point of view when your manager tells you you have to watch the new store that you didn't even think should be part of your guys' enterprise. Yeah, ferret is a unique prefix. Lion Blaze is a unique suffix. Blaze is only used for Lion Blaze. You got the Conan. Wait, who's she next to? Okay, her ears can pop out a little bit. I was always told that Thunder was meant a bit generic and boring. I really found Thunder pretty interesting. Yeah, I think he's interesting. I think that he's just next to two of my favorite point of views they've ever done. I think if he So it's just a shame that he's next to really two solid point of views, I think. Yeah, Rappy's reading it in chronological order. So Rappy has read Dawn of the Clans, like all the prequel super editions, Prophecies Begin, New Prophecy. Rappy's about to finish Power of 3. So after Omen of Stars, they'll read A Vision of Shadows. I do like his relationship with his two dads. His adopted father and his real father. Duck, they're on... You can look at the chronological and release order on the Warriors Wiki page. If you go to the books... If you go to the books tab at the very top of the page, it's already there for you. Somebody's already figured it out. Yeah. That's how I was able to do the release order. Was going to that page. Because you can switch it from timeline order to release order. Hey, Oliver. Spark is a unique prefix. It is. Flicker is a unique prefix. Every cat in order of appearance. Yeah, that was how I think Arden, Ursaday, Cloudtail did the design challenge. I think that designing the cats as you're reading them is one of the best ways to design them. Because you kind of get a snippet of who they are, especially for like minor characters, so you can, okay, it hurt. You can kind of, like with the no name or like nothing characters, you at least have like a prompt of what they were doing in the narrative at the time. Yeah. And when you reread, you know which characters are like absolutely nothings. Like the first time you read it and you read Jingo, like for Power 3, you're like, oh, she's cool, but she seems like she might show up again, but no, she never shows up again. So then you know you can just like base her off of that one book. And like how she makes you feel. Yeah, Jingo can't show up again. Goodbye, Jingo Star. The iconic moment. Greywing and Blackstar's leadership ceremony. I feel like they probably could have picked someone else, but yeah, Greywing. When Greywing shows up at your leadership ceremony, you're like, oh my god. Anytime that a founder shows up at your leadership ceremony, Blackstar got Greywing and Shadowstar, I believe. Her smile and optimism and silliness gone. Well, Greywing gives Blackstar a life that reminisces on like the Wind Clan raids and like how they affected Wind Clan and like how his actions, whatever. So. I think Shadowstar gives him... Maybe she doesn't give him a life. Does he get a life from Shadowstar? I don't really like Greywing. I don't know why, but I love Clear Sky. Yeah. That is a blockable offense in this chat. We don't allow free thinkers around here. This is me reading your comment, Darkleaf. This is how done I am. With the Grey Wing hate. Wrong and offensive. I'm just kidding, Darkleaf. I'm just giving you a hard time. Just in case you didn't know. It means Agnolia can't hear what I'm saying. But Agnolia is watching the stream without audio. So, like, they will sometimes just watch the stream and reply to you guys. I love Greywing, but he's an idiot. Aren't we all idiots? Greywing is goated, but I don't really like Greywing. Some Code of the Clans lore for you. Well, my thing with Greywing treatment of Bumble was I legitimately think Greywing probably would have... So in that scene, Greywing is trying to tactfully put down Bumble, like, this wouldn't be a good life for you, yada yada yada, and then Windrunner comes in and just, like, outright says, like, you're way too soft and fat to be here. And at the end of the day, I honestly think Bumble... Bumble would have ended up like Brushpaw, if you guys have read One Star's Confession. Like, I do legitimately think that she probably would have realized how hard it was to live out, and she would have gone back to her two legs. Or at least, like, I don't understand why she couldn't have just found another two legs. Dawn of the Clans handles women the same exact way the rest of the arcs do, so... I hate that. I hate that argument of I don't like Dawn of the Clans because how they handle women, because they handle women exactly the same as every single other arc. So if you're gonna hate Dawn of the Clans for it, you're gonna have to hate every single other arc of Warriors. We don't pick favorites around here. I honestly feel like if Bumble was a guy, it would have ended in the exact same way. I'm not gonna lie. Tom only got into SkyClan because of the timing that he got in. He got in with one eye, and he got in right after SkyClan told them to unite or die, and then Clear Sky overcorrects like he always does and lets everyone into his clan. And I think he has some guilt for causing Bumble's death. And he's like, I'll make it up to everybody by letting another kitty pet into the clan and showing them how great they are. Yeah, Squirrelflight's hope is bad. Nothing, Magna. The fridging in Dawn of the Clans has happened through the entirety of the arcs. It was in the first arc. It's been in so many arcs, you guys. Silverstream. Princess, Sasha. Fridging doesn't necessarily mean that they die in the narrative, but them, a character dying or becoming obsolete just to further the character development of a male point of view. Bristlefrost. Pebbleshine. Willow Breeze. It's in every book, you guys. You can't call Dawn of the Clans out on it without calling out all the other things. Feathertail. Honeyfern. It's in every arc. I think people just get on Dawn of the Clans because it actually has 3 male point of views. Spotted Leaf. Yep. Yellowfang. Blue Star. Turtletail and Bumble. And I don't understand how Bumble dying is considered fridging in Warrior Cats when... I guess for me, fridging implies that it's a romantic interest or somebody that was very close to a cat dying to further the male's point of view. And Bumble dying to me just feels like it was meant to show how far gone... Well, I guess it furthers Clear Sky's development, but also to, like, give us a sense of reality soaking in that kitty pets are not all suited to clan life. Like, you shouldn't let your cat out thinking that it's going to become a wild cat if it's been a pet its whole life type of thing. Like, it feels realistic. Yeah, Vicky killing Ferncloud because she was boring. Honestly, Bumble dying furthers Turtletail's arc more than anybody's. Because Bumble dying makes Tom go see Turtletail, makes Turtletail more angry at Tom, makes Turtletail more angry at Clear Sky, and leads to Turtletail getting hit. It's left up to the interpretation of the... It's actually never confirmed whether it was Clear Sky or the foxes. My common interpretation is that Clear Sky fought her. She was a lot weaker than he thought. This is his actual story, though. He hits her once, is what he says. He hits her once. She goes down. We actually read it on stream once. He realized that she was a lot weaker than he thought, and he quote-unquote went to go get help. And as he went to go get help, a fox found her and finished her off, basically. There is a scent of fox surrounding the entire... Yeah, I think that there should have been more build up to, like, because technically speaking, the mountain cats didn't even understand what a kitty pet was until they got to the lake, right? Or to the forest. So I don't know. I feel like Greywing also wants to turn away Bumble because he feels like Bumble was the one that took Turtletail away from him. Yeah. It's left up to the interpretation of the... It's never confirmed 100% whether it was, like, the wounds that Clear Sky gave her or the wounds that the fox gave her. My favorite character from every arc. So in arc 1, it's probably, like... I probably have 2 or 3 of each arc that I really like following. I like Cinderpelt and I like Blue Star. In arc 2, I like... probably Squirrelpaw is probably my favorite. And I like Brackenfur. I like Sorreltail too. In arc 3, it's probably Jayfeather. In arc 4, I like Dovewing and Ivypaw. In arc 5, I like Clear Sky and Greywing. And I like River Ripple. I don't think that it was mishandled though. Like, what would you guys... Okay. This is what I'm thinking, right? Would you guys have liked it more if she had joined the Moor Cats and fought in the first battle and died in the first battle? Or would you have liked it more if she joined the Moor Cats, she helped around the camp, she realized, like, she became, like, a permanent queen, and... Or would you have liked it more if she had joined the Moor Cats and they tried to mentor her in the ways of the Wildcat and she decided that it wasn't for her and she went back to the Two-Leg place? Like, I'm like, I don't understand, like, where her arc could have gone. Like, I don't know. Let's see, Shadow Clan. Yeah. I mean, Turtletail wanted to help her. I'm gonna be, like, if you guys read that scene, it almost seems like they would have been willing to help her, but Windrunner steps up and is like, we don't want to help you. They don't want to help you. You're, like, useless. Windrunner seems to have the bias against, like, kitty pets more than everyone else. It's kind of implied that, like, Windrunner is just saying what everybody else says, but Greywing even says, like, she could have worded it better, or, like, she could have been... I know, I guess for me, it's like people think that because Greywing was the point of view and Bumble is turned away, like, you guys should read that scene in. He's definitely like, yeah, I agree with her, but I would have worded it a little different. But at the same time, Bumble's character arc, in the grand scheme of things, doesn't matter at all in, like, the grand plot of Dawn of the Clans. Like, going on a little side quest of, like, that feels like a Super Edition thing, you know? Yeah, it's not supposed to be something, like, a lot of people, when they're like, oh, I'd fix warriors by, like, getting rid of all the conflict or having all the conflict resolved, but, like, that's kind of boring to read. Like, if everybody's making the same, like, the right decision all the time. Well, it's kind of implied that she was on her way to the forest. Like, I don't know. I guess I just don't understand why so many people... Yeah. I'm gonna have to reread it again. Me getting another excuse to reread Dawn of the Clans. I remember that Bumble, after Turtletail leaves, Bumble is getting bullied and constantly getting attacked by Tom. Tom's taking the anger out on, like, Turtletail leaving him on Bumble. I just don't understand what cats... I still like Greywing. I just think the author genuinely thought there's no other way for Bumble's story to end was to die alone and miserable. Yeah, her death seems hard to read. She doesn't technically die until, like, Turtletail and everyone's there. So she doesn't technically die alone, if you think about it. But I just don't understand why Bumble's character arc is such a huge point of contention for people. I guess that's probably a me problem, and I'm, like, not giving... I'm not, like... I don't know. I'm sure it should probably mean a lot more to me, but I guess for me, when I'm reading... Yeah, and I guess that's, like, because the narrative says that, Bowie, I don't put a lot of... But I mean... are given to women characters. Yeah. Yeah, that does make sense. That's what I feel like, Rappy. I feel like... But at the same time... I mean, Warrior Cats, everything that happens to further the main character's plot most of the time. Nothing happens in Warrior Cats to further a minor character's plot. Does that make sense? Like, even in Super Editions that happens. So I feel like you'd have to... I don't know. I really don't think that they meant for Bumble to be like... I don't know how to explain it. Stem Paw. Wasp. I just don't understand, like, if you rewrote Warrior Cats and, like, changed, like, how would you make the Bumble scene better without it feeling just like more plot filler, I guess? Like, how would you make Bumble's arc better without it feeling like Bumble's death is a catalyst to a lot of cats realizing just how warped their reality has become, like how warped their thoughts have become. And I don't understand how you would include, like, how, then it's like, okay, so like, how would you, the only reason that Bumble leaves her house is because it's become like an unsafe environment for her. But she also doesn't realize that it's an unsafe environment to be like a forest cat. So she has that sense of like, she just doesn't, like, they want Tall Shadow's group to just let Bumble live with them and radically change the whole plot to train her. And I mean, I feel like that would have been okay, but we already had Jagged Peak, which took that plot responsibility of him, like, breaking his leg and learning a new way of life. So if we did it with Bumblepaw too, it would just feel redundant, you know? More concerned about the path. That makes sense, Light Blooms, and I understand that completely. That makes sense. I guess, like, I'm trying to, like, think of other, like, what would it legitimately, though, would it have made a difference if Bumble was like Smudge or something like that? I think that that's also, like, a problem. But yeah, the abused woman. I guess, I don't think that Warriors is that deep. I don't think that they thought that them writing Bumble was going to lead to, like, this entire thing. Like, if the same thing happened to Smudge in The Prophecies Begins, where Smudge ends up trying to join the clans, like Firestar, and he ends up dying in a similar fashion to, like, a Shadow Clan warrior to further Firestar's plot of, like, him, I don't know. Yeah, Rainflower and Cricket. I feel incredibly bad about the Bumble situation. I wish she lived, but she didn't. Some characters just don't make it. Yeah. But I mean, I feel like Warrior Cats in general is pretty okay about sexism. Like, I'm not saying that it's 100%. I mean, obviously the Bumble thing, the Spotted Leaf, I was just talking about how it's like that. But we get a lot of characters, like Squirrel Star is like one of the most popular characters is Squirrel Star, and then we get Blue Star, and we get Dovewing, we get Ivypool, we get a lot of good female characters compared to some other books that, like, just don't, you know? So, I mean, it can always be better, but like, even in Dawn of Clans, we get Tall Shadow, we get Windrunner, we get Knight in Riverstar's Home, who's, like, a really great character. We get Slate, we get we get Dappletail, who I really like. We get Half Moon. Yeah, I feel like they do use Clear Sky as a scapegoat for Bumble, and I do hate that for Clear Sky too, but... Well, when any series does, like, hates women stuff, it's real bad. But I mean, like, just think about some of the most popular characters in Warrior Cats. They're all girls, you know? Like, other than Jayfeather. Like, people love like when I sell at conventions, like people like Hollyleaf, people like Ivypool, people like Blue Star, people like Yellowfang, people like I sell a lot of Needletails. I sell a lot of Leafpools. I sell a lot of characters. So I do think that I do agree. And I feel like sometimes as a fandom, we make a lot bigger. I mean, they are big deals. But for Warrior Cats, yeah, like as an adult, you make a bigger deal out of it. Though as a kid, when you're reading it, yeah, as a kid, when you're reading it and you don't realize it's bad, that's also bad, you know? So it's like, it's definitely a catch-22. I don't understand why Dawn of the Clans has become like the catalyst arc for this. I guess it's like the Bumble scene, right? But I mean, Bristlefrost, everyone loves Bristlefrost's death, but Bristlefrost's death is so sad, and it's the only, her character is almost nothing. No one really liked Bristlefrost that much until she died. I feel like that's even worse than Bumble, in my opinion. Like, the fact that when people like Bristlefrost, it's just because, like, of her death, you know? And I understand that, Box. I don't believe that it makes for a good narrative for characters to constantly be doing the right thing and like immediately picking up on that and immediately self-correcting at the same time. Yeah, I guess so, Lemon. Yeah, Bowie. And Warrior Cats fans like to read into it more than what the authors ever intended, and I'm included. And I understand that, like, Dawn of the Clans is one of my favorite arcs, so I'm sure I'm giving it a lot more leeway than people that are more critical about it. I feel like Dawn of the Clans and The Prophecies Begins are both very realistic in their... I don't know. Yeah. And when the Bumble thing happens, you're getting to the point in, like, the climax in the story of, like, these cats, like, stakes are running higher and higher and higher, and no one is thinking clearly. And until, like, the final battle, the first battle happens, where everyone is like, holy crap, we just did some really horrible stuff. And, like, they start trying to correct it. So I feel like it's just, like, a thing that happens. See, I don't think Bristlefrost had an interesting personality at all. She was, like, the most boring protagonist of that entire arc. I mean, Tom also dies. Like, the book after. So... Ferncloud? I don't see Ferncloud. People didn't like... Wait, hold on. Who did that? Oh, Ferncloud. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant the poster. It's been 8 minutes. Alrighty, Yarrow Leaf. You revamped her picky page last week. Oh, she's kind of emo. Yeah, JB, I just don't understand. Yeah. I feel like for me in particular, I'm very much a person that's like, actions speak louder than words. So even if they admitted that they did something wrong, I'd be like, that's great that you admitted it, but like, can you prove it some way? And like, Clear Sky tries to prove himself by like letting Tom and One Eye in and stuff like that. I guess for me, like, words are meaningless. So then I'm like, well, what could they have done to... I guess they like let Mouse Ear, Mudpaws, and Holly into their group, but... Also, I don't even think Windrunner is part of the Moorcats when she tells Bumble to frick off, basically. I feel like I need to read this book again. It's in Thunder Rising, right? I feel like Bumble's actions that the Moorcats take against her also kind of show you narratively that it's not just a good versus evil thing. Like, both sides are doing pretty terrible things before the first battle. Like, Clear Sky's group is continually taking territory and harassing, like, loners and rogues that have lived there for a long, long time. But the Moorcats are also, like... They're not letting Windrunner and Gorsfer in. They don't let Bumble in. So... It does kind of show that both sides are becoming very... The reality that they are living... They are not thinking clearly and stuff like that. Like, both of them are being pretty terrible to the people that lived there before they did. And at the time, Tall Shadow was the leader of the Moorcats, right? And she didn't even let Windrunner and Gorsfer in. So I think Bumble just picked a horrible time. Like, Tall Shadow was very against having outsiders in her group. It's not until after the first battle where she lets, like, Mudfur, Holly, and she doesn't let Windrunner in until she's expecting kits, basically. I don't know, it's very interesting. I feel like I want to reread it. I use a Wacom Intuos. Yeah, Duck. Very interesting. I guess for me, when somebody says, I don't like how this should have been written, I'm like, I want to know how they would have written it differently, you know? I'm interested to hear what their changes would be. Because I like hearing people's opinions and talking about them. And I guess I don't... I guess I don't usually, like... I'm not a writer, so when I immediately am like, this kind of sucks, my first thought isn't, like, how I would write this better. So when I ask somebody how they would write it better, I'm, like, very interested because I don't know how I would write it better, you know? Sorry if it got heated in here. I do like having conversations with you guys. Wouldn't have been all that major. Things could have stayed the same, but they could have from Grey Wing. Yeah. I mean, Grey Wing doesn't even get that reflection of, like, him kind of, like, treating Jagged Peak horribly until Blazing Star as well. I think that having, like, an apology thing, I do think that the Riverstar's home, like Riverstar would have taken her in and been a lot more caring to her. And then like if she'd lived when Greywing was in Riverstar's group, River Ripple's group, he could have had that candid conversation with her, I suppose. I don't know who you would replace, what kind of like stuff you would replace with Bumble though, because Bumble is, you'd have to replace Bumble's scene. Yeah, I hope we were all being okay. More like 5:30. Okay. See a musical. I don't think we upset anyone, but oh, you guys are talking about Dust Fern. We might, I don't Dust Fern. It does bother me that I guess the Bumble stuff doesn't seem to affect me as much as other people, and I would like to self-reflect on that. Though I guess I understand it from a more narrative point of view of like what it meant narratively to have a cat that was an outsider get turned away from the Moor cats, and I don't know. Yeah, I guess I never read it as Tom getting away with it, is my thing. I always felt like narratively you're supposed to hate him. Like, he doesn't get away with it. You think he's a piece of crap. You don't want Bumble to go back. When he steals the kits, like, you automatically don't trust him. You don't want to see him get redeemed. You don't... He's like, he steal kits, he hurts cats. Like, I guess, yeah, Tom dies. I guess narratively for me, I don't feel like he gets away with it, is my thing. I guess I never read it like that. They had a scene where they confronted him for his actions. Yeah, I agree with that, Outsock. He doesn't really get a scene. So when the Bumble stuff happens, Thunder is not in the clans, right? He's in Clear Sky's group still. Like when she gets turned away, I think. I literally, wait. I'm just redrawing her over and over. I just haven't been thinking. She needs a different expression. Yeah, the Thistle and Spotted thing does make me angry. That's why I don't... Yeah, the Thistle and Spotted thing I don't like at all. Let's see, what kind of expression should Yarrowleaf have? I feel like she's kind of nervous. Because she's on Berryheart's side during this, but... She's like one of Berryheart's kind of posse. She doesn't really conspire with her, but she doesn't agree with like Tiger Star's actions, and she's the cat that Berryheart like tells her plans of like why she joined RiverClan and everything, and I feel like she is Berryheart's sister, but I feel like I want her to have kind of a scared look. And I understand the hate. Yeah. I guess Dustpelt and Ferncloud feels like it's the first mistake, like fool me once type thing. But the fact that they just continually keep doing it after, as a fandom, we have told them, like, we do not like when mentors and apprentices get together in the end. I'm like, as a fandom, we have collectively told them, we do not like this, please stop doing it. And then they're like, oh, well, I guess we'll keep doing it. And it's like, bruh. A different lesson? Yeah, I understand that. I guess for me, I don't think that they were trying to teach that lesson in the books, and... Barry Hart's friends are the Caring Club. Oh my god. I feel like she's just like nervously going along with Barry Hart. Because she doesn't... Barry Hart's posse, I feel like she uses their fear of like Darktail against them. Like, you don't want to end up like we did with Darktail. And so like Snowbird and Yarrow Leaf are like, oh no, we definitely don't want that, and stuff like that. I have never met a Spotted Leaf's Heart Defender either. And I've been in the fandom for a very long time. I think Yarrow Leaf probably teaches the local Pilates. Or maybe the yoga. This was way too epic. Oh no. How did they write Spotted Leaf's Heart, edit it, and publish it, thinking this was a wonderful book? I legitimately don't think that they were reining in Vicky a lot for the novellas. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think that I think they gave her pretty much free reign. Yeah, I do not understand. I want to be the fly on the wall for that meeting. I feel like Spotted Leaf's Heart would have been way better if they, one, did not retcon the fact that she had wanted to be Feather Whisker's apprentice since she was a kid. Two, if they focused more on Feather Whisker and her relationship as like a duo. I honestly don't think Spotted Leaf's Heart is necessary at all. Let's be real. It doesn't even need to be better. It just needs to be like wiped from every hard drive ever. It needs to be E.T. Atari game and just buried in the sand, and we all collectively forget that it exists. It's just not a good look. It's disliked, Rappy, because of how they handled the, a very sensitive and very, like, mature subject of, like, Thistleclaw and Spotted Paw. And, it's also very Mary Sue. This is, like, not as... That's, like, the main reason, is people don't like how, like, nonchalantly Thistleclaw and Spotted Paw's, like, situation is handled. Like, it's not handled with any tact from the authors at all. It's feels very out of left field for Warriors to even tackle something that's, like, that deep. I don't remember reading it like that, JB. I just think that it's tactfully just a very poorly written book. It feels very out of place. I also don't like it. This is less of a like intense reason, but it feels very Mary Sue to just like it like retcons Spotted Paw into a lot of like into a lot of like scenes in Warrior Cats where she wasn't like, she's in Spotted Leaf's heart, she's shown to like witness Blue Fur giving up her kits like from a bush. It feels very Mary Sue. It feels very like, oh my god, Spotted Leaf was there and she knew the whole time, you guys. She's just that good of a friend to Blue Star. Like,